a tiny club from the third tier of Italian football, taking on the mighty Coppa Italia. It's an unfamiliar lineup tonight, the likes of a fairy tale for Pordenone. Well, an interesting team very much selects itself. Cancelo. This is Yann Karamoh, a crowd-pleasing kind of player. Dalbert to Karamoh. This is the player that Spalletti said he was looking forward to unleash. To Dalbert. Karamoh. Flies it in, the goalkeeper has a good sighting of it. In the earlier rounds, in fact, he was once on the bench. Dalbert. Karamoh. Cross inside, looking for Pinamonti.
Plenty of the ball. Playing off of the striker Pinamonti for Inter. It was a cross that deserved better at the far post. Lack of bodies in the box, Vince.
Nagy. Again, they appeal for offside, but there is no offside. There's Karamoh, and Pirelli guards that near post.
Well, that was the first time, and until
Nokia wins the header, finds Karamoh, who's been the liveliest player so far for Inter Milan. Now, Cancelo. Karamoh. Dalbert. Boniconi, but Dalbert digs in. Now Karamoh. Cancelo. Karamoh has switched wings. Here he is. Cancelo has
he got across the halfway line. You'd think with the possession that there was better from his team so far in 20 minutes of the game.
Karamoh, who seems to be drifting from position to position. Once more, the offside trap doesn't work. It's a gift here for Karamoh, and the goalkeeper saves his absent defence.
Good save from Simone Pirelli to deny him.
Wade his defence.
See the long diagonal pass. Gagliardini, really good pass. Camara.
And the first touch of the game for Padelli, the athletic. Would imagine the 11 that are out there. Not Ticino. Karamoh. Yet another corner for Inter Milan, their 6th of the game. Headed on by Stefani. Retrieved by Karamoh. Karamoh's cross to the near post, and magnificent from Nagy. That was home and away in those days. This is a one-off, of course. Possession of handball. Referee was on the blind side of things there. First half, it's been an excellent show so far from Pordenone. Nagatomo. Karamoh switched wings. Altered positions with
at times, aren't they, Inter, to get the ball into the penalty area. Without really getting into a better position.
Vecino. Karamoh past first base, but he hasn't. Karamoh. Nagatomo. Karamoh. Karamoh. Cancelo. And a run that falls to Karamoh, steadies himself and still can't take the opportunity. Well, Cancelo had created a great opportunity.
Defenders finds a pass at the end of it. Poor defending from Pordenone. Karamoh has to do better than that. Looks as if he had the composure and just blazed it high over the crossbar.
It's been frustrated by the lower league team. So need to ball inside. So it's the last throws of the first half, and Karamoh can't get there.
Maybe a greater sense of urgency from the Inter Milan players, who might be slightly fearful of the team. Big stars could have been able to have had a rest for the 90 minutes this evening, and they will be needed.
Well, imagine in the changing room at half-time that Luciano Spalletti has been using some choice words to try to raise the game. This mixture of Inter Milan players, they've got the likes of Nagatomo and Ranocchia, long-serving players who hardly get a game these days, Adair as well. And then the youngsters who've been enough and holding Inter Milan. Yann Karamoh. There are a few in the Inter Milan team that are not. There is Brozovic. Karamoh, who's sticking to his right wing position. He started on the left, Cancelo on the right, but during the course separate the squad yesterday, he worked with those who hadn't started at the weekend against Juventus. They were given a light session, and it was a Karamoh. Brozovic continues the run. He certainly brought a little bit more verve to the nice little burst of pace, and he was just strong on there by Stefani. The referee plays the advantage, but it can't be taken by Brozovic.
He does get barged off the ball. The referee allows play to continue. Karamoh will pitch get closer to the striker, who's now Adair.
Karamoh,
who knows that Mauro Icardi is on the bench.
Most of the goals in the team this season, responsible for 16, almost half of the team goals in Serie A.
Pretty much in a defensive position, but the right back is really trying to push on.
Karamoh. It's going even better than I'm sure many of them envisaged. Karamoh. Good balance by him, but I think it across the line as Karamoh tried to get it to him.
Nunzella with a mistake. Karamoh takes full advantage. Heavy touch there. Judged to have gone out of play. Certain players that they have a responsibility to break forward. They haven't been hit too many times on the counter-attack. The one complaint would be the offside trap doesn't look secure. But apart from that, coach Leonardo Colucci has given him a real chance in this game.
Well, he set them up expertly, and they're playing to the absolute net. Adair. Karamoh. Gagliardini. Karamoh in from the wing, and it needed an insurance touch from keeper Perelli.
Perelli, a little bit of movement on the attempt from Karamoh.
On loan. Like a number out there tonight, making his first start of the D'Albert. Comfortable defending from Pordenone.
Yep, that's poor play, isn't it, from D'Albert, the fullback. I imagine Spalletti's urging him to get forward. I think it was Mauro Icardi underneath the bubble hat. Having more play in the attacking half now, Inter.
Karamoh. Adair. He's brought on two of his big hitters. Was about to bring on his second big hitter. Here's Karamoh. Oh, another brilliant save by the keeper, who's winning that particular war. Brilliant from Simone Perelli.
So far.
Well, it hasn't just worked out so far. Croatian, vastly experienced Croatian international Ivan Perisic, and that's the game. Coach called him before the game. He said that he's a promising player. This was a big step up for him tonight. And there'll be an arm around him as well.
Needed, has he? 2 or 3 good opportunities.